This is my bad side, but it's all right.
Oh, really?
Yeah. This is the side that I can do this with, though.
This is your bad side.
This is the bad guy. Not bad. Bad guy.
This is my good side.
That's your
so
good.
I'm the
that's your
good
guy?
girl,
Okay.
and you're the bad guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
First audition, I don't really remember. You? Your first?
Yeah, I remember an audition. It was actually, it's a lesson in owning the space, actually, because I remember I went in.
This is when you got out of school?
No, it was senior year of Juilliard.
Okay.
And the character was supposed to be, it was supposed to be a very dramatic scene, because like her family member had died or something. So I'm in the waiting room and I'm like, there, I'm ready to go, ready to do the scene. And I go in to meet the casting director and like she wants to talk to me for 20 minutes. Be like, hey, what's your name? How you doing? And you have to be really friendly and likable. So then I was like, okay, drop it. And then really nice and talking to them. And then they go, let's see the read. And then you have to jump back into the scene. And it took me a few years of actually doing that and trying to please people before I realized, can we read the scene first?
Yeah.
Let's do the scene first and then we'll say hi.
Yeah.
And actually, I found that directors and producers and casting directors actually appreciate that.
We did a lot of work before any of it even really came out. I mean, I remember when I'd run into you, you'd done like 6 movies and none of them had come out yet.
Yeah.
Right? And then I remember Tree of Life had come out. And I went to go see it, also because Terrence Malick is one of my favorites. And then I saw that and, you know, I was sobbing in the theater and I just thought it was so beautiful. And what you were doing, I was like, they didn't teach us that. I'm like, oh, that came from somewhere else.
It's been amazing being on this journey with you because it does feel like our careers are starting to develop at the same time. We're doing it together in a way.
Yeah, well, because
you
we
know?
have such a shared history about the, with the whole thing too, yeah.
So much of my rehearsal when I'm doing a film is on my own. You don't really rehearse for films, and I don't mean saying the lines, because you and I never sat down with the scenes and said, let's act out these scenes.
No.
But just the rehearsal before you get to the set of like defining what the histories are for the characters. And before we started shooting, meeting and going through each line in the script and talking about what does that mean.
Yeah, making like all the connections,
Exactly. Right? These questions that most actors don't get together and ask, but because we have similar training, a similar vocabulary, that's kind of where we started.
What is that?
It's a gun. It's a fucking gun.
Where did you get that?
Your youngest daughter found it in the bushes outside her front door. She was playing with it. Look, it's loaded, with the safety off. Being on set, we always knew what our backgrounds were, what the characters' backgrounds were.
Yeah, so you talk about ownership, so you could own that because,
Exactly.
you know, we knew that all our choices were coming from a similar shared history.
We were part of a team.
Yeah.
Instead of feeling like I'm coming into this experience on my own and trying to figure out how my character relates to everyone, it was like, no, these two are a unit. And I think you see that in the film. It's not a brick through a car window or another of the cute little warnings over the past few years. This is your kid playing with a loaded gun.
I know what it is. Let me deal with it.
Oh, you better. You're not gonna like what'll happen once I get involved. I think of, you know, the history of actors that work together over and over again, and I hope that you and I get to do that because I've loved watching you and everything you've done, and you're so different in everything. So I feel like the next time we work together, we wouldn't be repeating.
Don't do this.
I won't.